Okay, this is part 2 of lesson 3.5. This is double conversions. So double conversions in the metric. So they want my answer, this is inches to meters. This is in between the units. Okay, this is in between the units, inches to meters. So these are actually 2 steps. So double conversions, inch to meter. First of all, you're going to look on your chart and you're going to notice on the chart, sometimes you have to go, that's why it's called a double conversion, because on your chart, it's going to say inch to centimeter. There is no inch to meter, which is why you have to do the double conversion. You do inch to centimeter and then centimeter to meter. So that's why step 1 is going to be going to inch to centimeter, and then centimeter. Step 2 is going to be centimeter to meter. So that's one way you could do it. The other way you could do it is inch to feet and then feet to meters. So that's the other way. And again, both ways are correct and both ways will get you the same answer. So if I go inch to centimeters, I'm going to take 90 times 2.54, and that's going to give me 228.6. Now I'm going centimeter to meter. That means I take my answer, 228.6, and I divide by 100. Why am I dividing by 100? Because I am going to the left. I'm going centimeter to meter, 2 steps, 2 zeros. Right now. So the reason we got the number 2.54, that came from our chart, and then, okay, so we take the number we got from step 1, and now we're converting in the metric system. So in our metric system, we're going from centimeters to meters, 2 steps. That's where I get the 2 zeros from. The reason we're dividing is because I'm going up the stairs, not down the stairs. So we're dividing by 100, and that's going to give me my answer. And that's going to give me 2.286, and it says round 2 decimals. That means this 6 is going to make the 8 become a 9 for rounding. So we're going to say 2.29 meters. 2.29 meters. Okay, the next one is yards, and this one wants to go yards to kilometers. But if we look at our conversion sheets, there are no yards to kilometers. So the way we have to go on our conversion sheets, where's the conversion sheet? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did I find it? Where did I pull it up? Is that the one? No. Where did the conversion sheet go? Right there. Okay. So we're going to have to go yards to miles. So we're going to look at the conversion sheet, and we're going to do this one. We're going to go yard to mile right here, yard to mile. Moving down means we divide. So we find the 1 in front of yard, and we have 1760. That's where we're getting the number 1760 from. Here, let me just actually open this. There. Once it's open, then I can actually use it better. Okay. No, we're not going on Kijiji. Okay. There's our formula sheets. Okay, so now when we want to do this question, we have to go, because there's no yard to kilometer, we have to go yard to mile is our first one. Then our second step is going to be going mile to kilometer. Okay, those are the ones we're doing. So yard to mile. That's where we're going to get that number 1760. So we're going to take our number 7040 yards and we're dividing by 1760. That's going to give us 4 miles, almost exactly 4 miles. So now we take that answer and we multiply it by 1.61. Now, where am I getting these fancy numbers? So this number right here, 1760, and the number 1.61, those are all coming from our formula sheets. Okay, that's where we're getting those numbers from. Now, when we multiply that, that's converting it to kilometers. So keep these, especially these with all of your steps, very carefully. Keep it written in your notes so that when you get to your test and your quizzes and your assignment booklet, you're going to have questions almost identical to these, only different numbers. So make sure you're writing the steps so you know which ones to do next. Okay? All right. So now that's going to give us exactly 6.44 kilometers. 6.44 kilometers. All right, letter C. We want to go feet to kilometers. Well, there's no feet to kilometer. So we're going to go feet to mile. MI is mile. So feet to mile, and then we're going to go mile to kilometer. And we already know what the mile to kilometer is. That's the timesing by 1.61. That's what this says. Mile to kilometer times by 1.61. So I know step 2, I'm timesing by 1.61. I know that part already, and I can write it down. Times 1.61. I just don't know the number to put there yet. That comes from step 1. So step 1, I've got 44880. Yeah, Siri probably do a good job. Okay, and now we're going to go feet to miles. So if I look at my conversion sheet, feet to miles, bringing up my feet to mile, there we go. So, hang on. Okay, so we are going in this conversion foot to mile. So foot to mile, we're going to be using the number 5280. So we find feet down to miles, and we're going down, so we're dividing. So writing our steps down, we're going down, so we are dividing by that big number, 5280. And that's going to give us exactly 8.5 miles. So we take that 8.5 and times it by that 1.61. And that's going to give us kilometers. It gives us 13.69 kilometers. I know. It always gets a giggle.
That's my football name.
For real?
Yeah.
On D, we're going millimeter. We want to go millimeter to yard. There is no conversion from millimeter to yard, but there is a meter to yard. So we need to go millimeter to meter, then meter to yard. Okay, so that's the conversion. So millimeters, 8, 4, 3, 5, and we are dividing by 1,000. Hang on, let's draw that number again. We are dividing by 1,000 because it goes down 3 stairs. So divide 1,000, 3 stairs. Sorry, going up. So we're starting at millimeter at the bottom and going 3 stairs up. So 3 stairs up, 3 zeros. And we're back in business. So now we are going to divide this number by 1,000. That's moving its decimal place. So we're going to end up with 8.435, and that's now meters being converted to yards. And meters to yards, we multiply by the number 1.09, and we're getting that number from the chart, 1.09. So make sure you're writing down all of the steps. Yeah. Okay, last example for a double conversion. So we need to go, first of all, meter to kilometer, and then we're going to go kilometer to mile. So it's a double conversion. All right, meter to kilometer, we've got our number, 9274, and we're going to divide it by 1,000. So we're dividing it by 1,000, And that's going to give us 9.274 kilometers. And now we're going to times it by the number 0.62. And that's going to give us miles. And when we multiply by that, we're going to get 5.75 miles. Oh, it's glitchy so bad. It's awful. Okay, 7, 5. This concludes double conversions for lesson 5.